It's a huge zoning tool, in addition to the real-world manipulation.
And now you know that Aurora won't have a roamer with Revitalize or any heal utility. Usually one of the factors you have to look out for when there's a high loss, Gatot, Kalea on either lineups is that can the other roamer match that healing for the rest of the team? Now the answer is no. And I don't think Aurora will have any picks left in the remaining picks to actually match that utility. Unless they shock and go Khalid XP, then pick up a roam still. But
It's been a while.
it's been a while and it's up against the Sora. Quicksand Guard's not going to be the best. So they go Lapu-Lapu for XP. They need a little bit more dive to go with it. They get the Fredrin?
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Somebody was eventually going to get the Fredrin, right? We were all banking on it. I'm just surprised they wanted to go Lapu instead of Uranus here.
Okay, Aurora repaired the economic balance, but I'm afraid that it's not aggressive enough to deal with the current metagame, especially the way Alter Ego plays. But it might just work, because again, it's at least a safer package than whatever they were playing with in game 2.
Okay, the Fredrin will struggle theoretically against the high loss of the Eve alone. But then I think they were playing in the card of, okay, Alter Ego are expecting us to go Assassin. Nope, let's go ahead and pick up the Fredrin, so maybe this time they get forced into the Assassin. Will it be?
Shin? All right.
Shin.
Yeah. That was the only option that they could probably go for there. That's still flexible enough and still can actually find space in between of these fights.
Two teams looking to redeem themselves in the eyes of the world. Drex, Mirko, say something smart.
Something smart
Something
is
smart.
what Mirko and Trex always say as we jump into the land of Dawn. If you're just joining us, it's 1-1 right now between AE and Aurora Gaming. Mirko, we want to see Edward on something proactive. He picks up the Lapu-Lapu. My only problem with their draft right now, at least for me though, is this Khalid.
Yeah. The Khalid is, I don't know, for me the Harith is quite questionable as well, honestly, going up against the Claude, right? Like, it isn't a winning matchup for Doming. Earlier, we saw the Granger versus Harith. We saw level 1. It was great for the Granger. But this time against the Claude, Claude's just going to outscale the Harith. And once you get Winter Crown, very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, the draft is clean, but Aurora Gaming definitely goes a little bit outside the box.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas Alter Ego brings us back to some simplistic Swiss stage type drafts. You have the Claude, you have the Sora, you have this Hylos. Just keeping it simple, a very straightforward draft overall.
And it's just crazy to see because, like, sure, Zeusin is amazing, but is it, oh my god, Light! The Khalid, that's a flicker! Void Blast, first blood for Hijume!
That's huge for the side of Alter Ego. Not only a first blood, plus a flicker. You get a lot of value out of that. A lot of times players will just let themselves die and not use the flicker, but now you've lost even more.
Oh man, Yue really tried there. He made him miss at least one cannon minion, but yes, flickers down there. It's gonna be quite big, and again in the bottom lane, Arfi already winning it out, just purely from sustain. Because the thing is about the Claude, right? If you're up against the Harith, back then at least, the Harith will win in the trades, and then you're gonna be forced back. But here, you never lose a trade in a way, because even if you lose a trade, 2 hits and you're back to almost full HP. The Fighter Emblem just gives you so much sustain.
Exactly. Normally the Harith with the range. Wait a second, in the mid side, RWM.
Oh man, they caught RWM doing so much damage on Yue. And that's another flicker down for Revitalize for Alec.
2 flickers down before the turtle.
You know, on a bad spot in the air, taken down by the Khalid now. A good taunt landing on Alec. He's trying to get away. Hijume providing enough support. The Appraiser's Wrath nowhere near enough damage to take the horse down, but they regain control off the turtle, and now it should be free. Yazuke will not make it free though. He will take as many green camps. He will counter jungle as many camps as possible, but this is why they go Khalid. It's very difficult to farm up against him. Raging Sandstorm used up, but again, for Yue, no flicker. He's gonna chill on that one. You know, in the top lane, solo kill against Edward.
Revenge was served in the top lane. Just in a moment of Aurora Gaming starting to control the map. Alter Ego fights back. I do want to talk about this Khalid a little bit more. Renmar did say you get that laning phase aggression. He outputs amazing damage in those first 4 levels, and Aurora Gaming have been capitalizing on that. They've been taking advantage of the quick movements. Luckily, Alter Ego, though, is able to find some plays for themselves in the midst of it all.
Let's take a look at the items here. Quick check. Nothing too crazy. It's the rush for the DHS for Arfi as usual. And yeah, the Azure Blade plus the little book there to get you instant dashes, instant unlead dashes.
Dreadnought armor for Fredrin. He's probably going to switch over into some magic defense as well, so he can get a little bit of best of both worlds. Turtle's not going to be up for 50 seconds, and Alter Ego just continuously hunting for something.
Oh, they get out of the Crimson Beacon. Ryusetsu over the flinker. Over, landing on Yazuke. Now the RBM coming down as Yazuke is able to survive. Popping him out of shocker before he dies as Hijime gets a trade on. And now it's Nino!
That's big. Demon Kite goes down. It's a 2-for-1 currently.
Bravest Fighter, the stun dodged away from Alter Ego. Walk away with the win. Demon Kite and Light down. But the thing is, it's a utility jungler and a tank for one of your carries.
I mean,
it's still worth it, but it's like...
I think taking jungle is what made that worth it. If you don't take jungle, it's definitely not worth it. But the fact that Demon Kite goes down, maybe Alter Ego's able to get a small advantage in terms of levels. Maybe they can convert that into an advantage on this next retry.
And also, that fight proves to us why a lot of Soras have been going for the Concussive Blast over Bracemite. He just rotates so quickly. Light up top, trying to get the pressure back for him. Alec, with a walk up the Tonto, comes around for Demon Kite. Yazuke's walking up as well. The Bravest Fighter coming out for Edward. That's a free turtle again to Demon Kite. 2 on the board with no response from Alter Ego. Nino, CC immune, brings Demon Kite into the turtle range. Now Raging Sandstorm, good flicker from Nino, but he's gonna be caught, and it's Yue who gets the kill.
Alter Ego can do nothing about it right now. Even with the last turtle, they know we don't want to get into this. One taunt and you're all down.
Flickers him on force. Yazuke able to escape. RWM coming down on him, but Hijime, oh my god, Domeng is able to survive through it all with the unlimited dashes. And Hijime falls. Yazuke with the traceless forward. Light going in.
Looking for more. Aurora Gaming just continue put on the pressure, but Yazuke wants to maybe jump back. Alter Ego, no. They can't take the fights right now. It's just the reality of the situation. There was nothing they seem to be able to do. They lay down a nice RDM. They do something perfectly, but Aurora Gaming still ends up winning. They have the damage, but they also have the defense. Is there a time? I think Alter Ego still needs maybe 8 minutes, 9 minutes till they can really put on a fight, until Claude can really lock in and get involved?
I guess so. Right now, he just is sitting on a DHS. The Harith is behind in gold, but you are active way earlier. And that may be the reason as to why they actually went for the Harith despite being in a bad matchup, right? Like, Claude can get the gold lead, but how big is your lead going to be? It's not going to be a whole item diff yet, right? So, as long as Domeng gets the Starlium side of the Feather Heaven, he can do this. Constantly solo kill! Domeng! Oh my goodness! Not a mounted shock with the Glorious Pathway in the mid lane. Alter Ego just cannot get any trades on the map.
They can't get anything at all, let alone trades. I mean, he's literally diving under towers. It's not even a trade to be found.
Who gonna stop him?
Nobody.
Nobody gonna stop Domeng. Zaman force in, he knew Arfi did not have his flicker, and it was just the bang bang in Mobile Legends, man. You know, straight up.
We're talking about Domeng, but for me, it's Yue, 2-0-1, even earlier in that fight. Yes, Domeng didn't drop it. Yue's the one who dives in with the beacon, able to output the damage. And normally it doesn't seem, normally for me at least, the Jushins aren't chunking away, but Yue makes it look nasty.
Hey, speaking of Yue, give it the all-in from Nino, going on to Yue, goes for damage as well! Yue able to survive for such a long time, and Nino had already used the flicker, he still goes in on the turret, but it's a trade at least.
Nino knew, once he saw the Zaman's force coming, it's like, all right, I have to fully commit.
It's like,
at least
Trex be complimenting him too much.
At least get the trade.
Nino he wants you to compliment him, bro. That's what he wants. You talk about Yue, he's like, nah, I want some of that, man. That's a stun, though. Landing on light. Oh, whoa. Okay, hey, it's a safe play. Better safe than sorry, right?
All right, so taking a look at the items, still only a DHS for the Claude. And I think at this point, you're going to need the whole trinity. You're going to need the Scythe, you're going to need the wand, you're going to need it all to really be able to output, and that's a long while away at this point. We are 8.5 minutes in.
Yep.
8.5 minutes in. And probably around 10, 11 minutes. That's when the third item's gonna come. And by then, Aurora Gaming can turn this 2.7K gold lead into 4, 5, and just continue the snowball.
It's still within Aurora Gaming Philippines' power spike is the problem right now. Yeah, so Alter Ego, they're just going to have to wait and stall the game a bit longer. Because if we do get to the late game, this is where Alter Ego's composition really starts to pop off, right? They have 3 damage dealers. That's why it was very greedy for them to actually go for the Claude and then the Yi Sun Shin in the end. I really thought it was going to be a utility jungler too, right? But hey, that's the War Axe pickup, so they are getting to that point. It's just incredibly slow because in normal situations, you would actually be able to give gold, like more to the gold lane if you're on utility, or vice versa. If you're on the fighter gold, you give more to the jungle. Now everyone's kind of like looking for gold everywhere on the map, and it's just getting tough because Light has so much ground clearance on this Khalid. It's so easy for him to rotate top, bot again, everywhere to stop the guys from farming or to counter jungle.
You know what's insane about this as well is Alter Ego got so many picks that we considered power picks.
Oh yeah.
They get this Claude, they have the RWM, they have big play potential here, but they're just not able to make it all work.
Let's see. Lord, already taking half HP now. RP walking up, pops into BMI as Edward jumps in with the Bravest Spider. That's where he sends him with the Blinker into the back line. It finds Hijumer. He pops into RWM, but it's a bit too late.
And Yakuze is trying to do something, but he's just not able to output the damage.
Traces is out to safety. Nino still caught in the midst of it all, doing it more damage over on Demon Cam, but RP goes in now on Yue, and it takes him down. It's just a 2-for-2 at the end of the day, Yazuke. Did he get taken down? No.
2 for 2 plus a Lord. Yue, Light, Hajime, and Alec all fall, but the tower's gonna fall next, and Aurora Gaming PH continues to push forward.
3.2K gold lead. Now, even if Alter Ego hit their power spike again, if Aurora are able to build a lead that bypasses that power spike, it's going to be big trouble for Alter Ego. They will have good clear still with the Eve, with the Yi Sun Shin. Let's take a look at the replay to see exactly what happened in that fight.
I mean, it's just a full-on dive in the backside. And look at Yazuke. Normally, that many free hits, you're going to be able to take someone out, but the damage just isn't there yet. Arfi as well, chipping away on a Yue. It takes forever to even get a kill.
Arfi died! Live View Raging Sandstorm now locked Nino down! Both the side laners of Alter Ego were caught lacking. Uh-oh.
He'll play as well. Alter Ego just trying to defend. All the holy defenses are popping. Lord is off the map at this point, but still Aurora Gaming are going to try to push in and take an inhibitor.
Where's Yazuke? He's still up top now. Blur's pathway going to be used up as the RWM actually does a little bit more damage over on Light, but now Alec actually is able to walk away, gets the stun, but it's Edward with the CC immunity of the Bravest Spider as RP comes back to life and they'll be able to defend. Still though, they're stripped down to their base turrets in mid and bot.
And Light just locked in Radiant Armor. That means he can really hang out in the midst of this RWM. He can take even more damage. So we went from being a nice damage-dealing tank in the beginning game, and now he's just going to be able to absorb the damage. If he wants to pull off a crazy Raging Sandstorm, he has the ability to do that and get away safely. Skypiercer has been in for Yue. He's 4-2-2. The stacks, I'm sure, are starting to come in, and that means even more damage on the side of Aurora Gaming. We're not even talking about Edward. We're not even talking about Dome and Kite yet.
Now it comes back to how can they get farm? Because look at Aurora. They're trying their best to actually freeze out and to push in when they actually want to take away the green camps, right? And again, for Light, he's trying to catch these guys off guard. Arfi is holding that bush right now, but it actually might come back to bite him. Dome Kite. Okay, he doesn't read into that bush. I thought, he would use the eye icon to maybe look for a play there. But yeah, Alter Ego. At this point, they've hit some power spikes. Arfi already on the 3-item.
Holy Trinity.
The Holy Trinity of attack speed items already. He's building towards a Melting Gun, interestingly enough, not straight to the Winter Crown. So he's expecting to just be free in the fights.
I think it's not a bad play at this point. Maybe just fully commit, right?
Last
Try to
cannon.
chip down onto Demon Kite. There's so much tank on the side of Aurora Gaming. And if he can play smart, it could be huge.
Yeah, Nino really tried to brute force into that position there, but it gets chunked. Edward zoning Yazuke away. Look at the Lord. He's getting chunked really low. Yazuke has no position to go for the contest, and Demon Kite secures it for free as Edward whips the stun, but he doesn't need to land. Raging Sandstorm with the breaker now catches Nino. That's a pick up with the Lancer Flare, and Nino gets sent to the sword of Edward.
At this point, Yazuke hasn't been able to try to take a single neutral objective. 3 turtles, 2 lords, and he hasn't even been able to walk into the pit because Aurora Gaming is waiting for him. And this is what the composition's able to do. Edward brings out the bravest fighter. Light brings out the Raging Sandstorm. They hold down this front line, and there's nothing these egos can do.
The Lord will charge into the mid lane. They're not even concerned about the mid lane right now. That's Alec thrown back in the bottom lane. Oh my goodness, a dive! RB with the BMI barely gets away in the Synchro Fission, but it will be guaranteed now. That is a free turret down below, and it is a base turret. For Alter Ego, it really comes down to defending the top side, just because it's the far lane. But still, Aurora will take whatever they can get. 2 base turrets with a Lord push, that's value, dude.
They might just look for a third here. Minions are coming down the bottom side. They can push on the top here. Alter Ego has to commit to 1.
Edward with Bravest Fighter now jumps onto Hijume. Yazuki dealing a lot of damage now as RP does the same. The Mount of Shocker goes wide as now it's going to be Light trying to run away, and he does. Glorious Pathway!
Omen Kite maybe looking for the possible re-engage along with Yue, but Roar are going to play it safe. They took 2 inhibitors. They can move on to the Lord next.
And look at how low that last turret is. Nino checking his bush. We'll spot Light out there. But the turret up top, man. If Aurora even just build a small slow push and they spotted this. Oh my goodness.
Arfie's going to try to lock on.
Thankfully, it's a Khalid, right? Like you don't chase him easy. Oh man, the orange buff. Yue shining the light onto Yazuke. Zoning him away, the retry from Demon Kite to take it away from Yazuke, who still kill us this game.
Alter Ego have just been getting starved non-stop. Purple buff gonna go as well. Nino at least keeping vision, taking a look at the items. Taking a look at Yazuke. Just got Malefic Gun in. I mean, at this point, it is a rough position. It's a 7.7k gold. And the thing about Aurora Gaming is they're okay with taking it slow right now. They have late game potential as well. There's not exactly a clock ticking for them in the general scheme of things.
There you go. Winter Crown actually built by Domeng quicker than the Claude. Again, you would expect the Winter Crown to be built up earlier for the Claude, just so that you can try to make those outplays happen, but it's Domeng. So now he has the survivability in the team fight. Even if you go for the all-in on him, say you poke him out, right? He still can pop Winter Crown. The rest of the team can then just peel all the other engagers off of him.
All right, so for Alter Ego here to make something happen, I think they need the big play, right? Nino needs to pull something off, but right now Alter Ego approaching these fights split up might not be the answer.
Yep.
I know they can get caught by a big Raging Sandstorm and maybe it turns around on them, but they need to look for the big combo themselves if they want to try to put this into their hands.
Look at the wave up top. It's a slow push built by Aurora Gaming Philippines, and they go straight for the Lord, so that Alter Ego won't have time to decide whether they want to actually deal with the slow push up top. Now they go on Edward, but he pops in Bravest Fighter, and the Lord gets reset. Masterful Lord dance by Aurora Gaming Philippines. That slow push, remember how low the turret is up top. Just a few hits, and it's gone, and that's why you see Alter Ego desperate to look for a fight, to look for something. They want a commitment, but it's Aurora! Oh my goodness, right in the back line fighting it. Blazing doing with a Winter Crown, not doing any damage, and then Praise's Wrath as Domeng dives in.
Domeng able to find a kill, but Yue finds one as well. It's a double for Yue.
Nino with the flicker out. Now it's Demon Kite with the chase. It's just Hijume and Nino. There's a big cannon wave in the bottom lane crashing down onto Alter Ego's base. Domeng is ridiculous on the Harith. And that's Yue with a Sky Piercer stack, a mega kill, and a wipe out to secure match point.